So, once upon a time, in a quaint little town, there lived a white rabbit. It wasn't no ordinary rabbit, for it had the ability to make things disappear. The townspeople had never seen anything like it, and they were both frightened and fascinated by the rabbit's power. One day, a little girl named Emily was playing in the park when she saw the white rabbit. She thought it was the most beautiful creature she had ever seen. She eagerly approached it. The rabbit looked at her with its big, bright eyes. Before Emily knew it, she had vanished into thin air. The townspeople were horrified when they heard of Emily's disappearance. They searched high and low for her, but to no avail. The only clue they had was the white rabbit that had been spotted in the area. They feared that the had made her vanish, just as it had done with other things in the past. Days turned into weeks, and the town was in turmoil. Vanishings became a regular occurrence, and everyone was afraid to leave their homes. The white rabbit was nowhere to be found, and the townspeople began to believe that it was some kind of supernatural being. So, like one day, a brave young man named Jack decided to investigate. He set out on a mission to find the white rabbit and put an end to the vanishings once and for all. He searched high and low, but it was only when he stumbled upon an old abandoned barn that he found what he was looking for. Inside the barn, he found the white rabbit in a cage. It glared at him with its big bright eyes. For a moment, Jack couldn't move, but he knew what he had to do. He opened the cage and scooped the rabbit up in his arms, and as he did, he felt a strange sensation. Next thing he knew, he was in a different place, surrounded by darkness. He could hear faint whispers all around, and the sound of Emily's voice calling out to him. And then, just as suddenly as he had arrived, he was back in the barn, holding the white rabbit in his arms. His mission had been successful, and the vanishings came to an end. Jack never forgot the white rabbit, and went on to be known as the hero of the town. And to this day, whenever the townspeople saw a white rabbit, they couldn't help but wonder if it was the same one that had caused so much havoc in their town.